Hi all, welcome to TechFestJava. In this video, we are going to discuss about configuration servers. So, in Springboot microservice architecture, we all know that there is multiple microservice applications we have to design for complete enterprise solutions. So, suppose in any enterprise application, we have to design more than 50 plus microservices to provide the complete solution or a complete product. So, uh, as we have multiple microservices, there are some properties or there are multiple properties basically which is we want to define in our application.properties application.yaml files, but those files we are putting into our code base, and it has become very difficult for us to make some changes, and we that the changes will reflect directly without deployment of those microservice applications. So what would be the solution for this, so that we can make the changes in our configuration files according to our needs, but we don't need to deploy those microservices again and again. So for that, basically we have Springboot provides a configuration server. These configuration servers are basically centralized application that manages all the application related configuration properties. So all the suppose we have five microservices, and each microservice having their own application.properties file. So in place of putting those application.properties file in code base in their microservice Spring Boot project, we will put those files in some other locations in any of the folder at server, and that particular folder path we will provide in configuration server service, which is basically loaded as when we have Spring Boot application. So how a Spring Boot microservice application will take those properties file, because it is now we are putting outside of that. So we have to make those Spring Boot applications as configuration client. So configuration server is basically loading those configuration files for each of the microservices which is put into a particular folder, and as a configuration client, each microservice will hit that configuration server to get all the properties, all the related properties of that microservices into that project. So this way it whole back and forth is run. And let's just start and create one configuration server. So for that I am going to create one new project. And I am taking it as Springboot client server. Other things I am taking the same. Now here if I will say client, or I would say config, yeah, this is the property dependency we have to add. So let me, okay, I guess only this dependency we required for this project. So import may take some time, so let's just finish this import. It is now creating the project for us using Spring Initializer. So let's just finish this part. So our project is built now. So let me just quickly resolve that one issue, which is basically here. Okay, let me just copy this and put it here. Okay, so it's resolved now. Now what I have to do basically, okay. So we have seen that this is the configuration server related config server related dependencies is being added, and yeah, this is the version related thing, right? And the version is being defined like this. Okay, fine. So we just open the this, and for making this we have to enable annotate this service as enable config server. It is still indexing, so let's just finish this to get this annotation. Okay. So we have annotated this, we have added the dependencies. Now one more thing is basically left to make this a workable as config server. Here in application.properties file we have to add some properties. So first I will add this server.port. What I wanted to make this as run on which port, so I am making it as 8888. You can make it as 8889 or something. So let me just try to do 8899 port. I am picking it up, and then we have to use one property called Spring Cloud dot config dot server dot native, and here it is the search locations. So now here basically we have to define where we want to put those config files. So let me just try to do one thing. I am going to take this config, define something like file colon c colon / config from demo / okay. So this is basically looking in C drive, whatever the folder name we are giving, with that folder it is looking out for the configuration files. And third property we have to define like Spring okay, something defined custom properties Spring code files active equal to 80. Okay. I think all set now. So two things we have to do. One is basically we have to create one folder in C drive. So let me just quickly jump to C drive, open my C drive. Here I'm going to create one folder whose name will be something like this. Okay, so that part I have done. Now which service, basically we whatever the service we want to make it as a configuration, right? That service basically we have to define the names of them. So suppose I'm going to take this Springboot microservice which we have created for the purpose of building REST API. So that project I am taking it as. So let me just quickly try to define this. Now here basically we have some properties, or I would okay, let me just quickly create a new project itself for demonstrating that. So, or in next video we will see the demonstration of okay, let me just try to do one thing. Okay. For the demo purpose, I am just taking one application.properties file. I am going to put it here in this folder, and now I am going to rename this file. Basically, whatever the name we are giving for the project, right? So I am giving this project name as spring hyphen. Let me just try to get the name of the file. And spring hyphen rest API. Okay, so this is the suppose project name I have given. So I have taken this as this, and now let me just start the service first. So config server, I'm going to start it. Springboot application. Okay. Service. Okay. Don't get initiated. Stop. Why stop? Okay, so let me just check that again. We have created the file, and let me just change this port as same, and I'm going to create string dot profiles dot active. I'm trying to put it like this. Okay, now I think everything is got ready. This property I have defined this way because we are not using server, we are using local, so I have defined this way. Let me just try to run this server again. Okay, concat initiated, started. Okay. Let me try to http :/localhost 8888. What is this? Now basically I'm going to take this as project name, so making URL like this, have to make it default /master. Okay, now we can see the response. This is basically came for this URI. Profile is basically default, label is master, and what is the profile properties is setting here. We have a port we have location, so the location would be this, and active profile from native. So this way we can create a config server, and where we can put the properties file directly to there. And in next video we will see that how can we register, because we have taken the config file from here. So we will see that we will make a changes over here and make this particular microservice application to behave like a config client. So we will see that how the things will loading if we are removing these files from here and putting config client related changes in this project, how it will work. So that's it for this video. If you like this video, please press the like button, subscribe my channel, and also press the bell icon so that you will get the notification for the next video. Thank you for watching.